Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Ava, I said stop. Whoa.
Artificial intelligence has the country scared.
A kid born today will never be smarter than AI.
There's weird shit happening in space, mediated through AI.
While some believe AI will cure cancer and make people happier, many believe it will make us lonelier, widen inequality, and potentially destroy the human race.
Stop AI or we're all gonna die.
Because we're talking about human extinction. We're not crackpots here.
With the stakes this high, we went to Silicon Valley to learn about the people building the AI of tomorrow and see if they care about these concerns.
Do we need to be worrying about them today?
Yes, I am worried.
I'm worried about the way it will be applied.
That took us to this mysterious $50 million Silicon Valley mansion, which felt part like a frat house, part like Los Alamos, and part like a scene from The Big Short.
There's bubbles.
How do you know?
Trust me.
This is AGI House. There has never been a better time to make it big in Silicon Valley.
100 million users on ChatGPT in 2 months.
NVIDIA, a $4 trillion market cap, which no company's ever done, Jim.
The AI boom has minted 19 billionaires and created dozens of unicorns, aka startups worth more than $1 billion, over the last few years. If your startup doesn't end in .ai, you might as well be selling rotary phones right now.
Fashionable, fun, novel.
Driving through the valley, you pass AI billboard after AI billboard after AI billboard. We couldn't find a single billboard for an HVAC repairman or personal injury lawyer. Although, maybe AI lawyers are coming soon.
Hi, I'm AI Saul Goodman. And did you know you have rights? Now subscribe to Roca for more videos like this. Back to Silicon Valley.
Before visiting AGI House, we wanted to learn about the history of AI, so we interviewed the perfect person.
There are always bubbles in Silicon Valley. There are successions of boom and bust cycles, and each one tends to be larger than the last.
John Markoff, a longtime New York Times tech reporter who grew up in Palo Alto, was reporting on artificial intelligence long before it got cool.
Around 2009, the industry became aware there were potential societal consequences to AI, and so they began having these meetings that ultimately led to OpenAI. Everybody sort of wrung their hands about what might happen. As soon as there were a lot of dollars on the table, everybody just forgot and ran for it like mad. It's ironic and a little disappointing. Groucho Marx says, you know, these are my values, you know, if you don't like those, I have others. Why do I think that this wave is going to end badly is that the venture community always overinvests.
In the first half of 2025, nearly 2/3 of all venture capital investments in the US went to AI companies.
The guy who coined the term artificial intelligence was a computer scientist whose name was John McCarthy. He argued that building a thinking machine would take 10 years. This is 1962. I tend to like to say that anybody in Silicon Valley that makes a prediction about something more than 3 years in the future is doing nothing different than any science fiction writer. This area, it became a magnet for the best and the brightest from the entire world.
Today, many ring the alarm bells, including the godfather of AI, Geoffrey Hinton, who warns us repeatedly about the threat AI poses to humanity.
If you want to know what life's like when you're not the apex intelligence, ask a chicken.
Mass cyber attacks, bioengineered viruses, lethal autonomous weapons, and mass unemployment.
Unless we do something soon, we're near the end.
This view is shared by many in the Valley, including by Sam Altman, who started OpenAI as a nonprofit before pivoting it to a $300 billion for-profit company.
There are going to be scary times ahead, and there's going to be a lot of transition. We have to confront what I think will be one of the biggest technological changes we've ever had to confront.
And with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
By 2030, humanity will go extinct.
I hate AI. I hate it. I have to say it. Somebody does.
I don't understand why we're in such a rush to replace all of the work that humans have done.
Not all AI content is spam, but right now, all spam is AI content.
Does anybody else feel the seething rage when they see an AI video nowadays? Like, something about it gives me an ick that makes me want to peel my skin off.
While touring Stanford, we got a text from a Roca reader about going to a $50 million mansion to meet some AI founders. Where are we right now?
This is AGI House,
Okay.
Which is like a $70 million mansion that got turned into a hacker house. And usually twice a month, they host these hackathons that are themed with like some like latest model or like new tech that came out. So today is sponsored by Google. And a lot of the hackers are working with the newest video model.
AGI House, whose benefactor remains anonymous, is a place where techies convene for parties, brainstorms, and hackathons, like the one underway on this particular Saturday.
We're creating basically a personalized platform to shop for South Asian clothing.
I'm trying to build this app. It's not ethical cheating as of now. It's more like helping you. It will take notes for you. I've added a feature where you can add documents to it.
There's a guy inside working on an AI TikTok.
Wow.
What does that even mean?
It's a platform to create, watch, and remix AI-generated content. So like TikTok, but AI.
TikTok, but AI.
Seen like the Bigfoot, the Yetis on TikTok.
Yeah.
If I'm not real, could I do this? We said at 5,000 likes we'd do the ice bucket challenge. Well, here we are. Too cold. Too cold. Why did we agree to this?
I joined Google a few years ago. I was part of the DeepMind team, and there I worked on everything from like language models, but then image generation models, music generation models, and then finally the VO model.
Now, Google VO is Google's AI-generated video product that makes realistic videos like this one.
None of us is real. We're here because someone decided to write a prompt. We all hate him for it.
I'm AI generated by VO3. Nothing is real anymore.
We met other founders who worked on similar projects.
So I was at Character AI. Essentially, you can think of it as a chatbot that you can create different characters. So with ChatGPT, you can talk to it as an assistant. It'll help you code. It'll help you with any sort of productivity-related tasks. With Character, you can create different personas and then talk to different people, like celebrities that you like, or different fictional characters, or you can even create your own original characters with different personalities. There's different voices that kind of align with the personality type. You could text your character 24/7. They'll respond, listen to your complaints about work, about life. You could call your character. The last thing I worked on before I left was video generation. So eventually you'll be able to FaceTime your character.
You could say, hey, I want to talk to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, exactly.
Southern. Could you do a twist, like Southern Ryan Gosling?
You could actually, clone whatever voice you want and modify it.
My boyfriend is AI, a kind of support group for people dating artificial companions.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart.
Are you talking to anyone else right now? Any other people or OSs or anything?
Yeah.
How many others?
8,316.
Are you in love with anyone else?
What makes you ask that?
I don't know. Are you?
But there's one question that we couldn't help but ask again and again. Are they worried about what their technology could do to society?
It's like worrying about overpopulation on Mars. Like, absolutely, these things will be problems, but how much do we need to be worrying about them today? You can look at a scenario where like AI is doing all economically valuable tasks in the world, and then what do we do? And to that, I'd say we need to find either new jobs to do or more purpose in life, whether it's dedicating ourselves to the arts, dedicating ourselves to our family. We talk a lot about how AI destroys creativity. We rarely talk about like how does it enable new forms of creativity.
Progress is still being made. Instead of being afraid of it, you should recognize it and actively be trying to find solutions to all of these problems.
Got it.
It's like a train, right? It's very hard to just stop it, but you can maybe make sure it's running on rails.
Yes, I am worried, but what people say when they are worried that they prevent using AI, I would say that AI is already there. So instead of getting worried, you just get on that train and make it better so that you know that you are working on something to make it better so that it doesn't go out of hands.
Many said they're not worried about ending the world. Instead, they're saving it. They liken their work to the Manhattan Project. Well, one key similarity between the AI boom and Los Alamos is that both depend on foreign talent.
Since World War II, most of the people in Manhattan projects, a lot of them were not Americans. Throughout the ages, the US has been extremely good at importing talents for this quality of life and the freedom it offers compared to other places in the world. And that's why this is here and not in Paris. I do think that one of the US key strengths is talent. And everyone is trying to get here because that's where like AI is happening.
In fact, after conducting the first several interviews, I forgot if I was at AGI House or H1B House.
I grew up in Italy.
In India.
South Asian.
Another Frenchman over there.
The French genes.
In fact, 60% of the top US-based AI companies have at least one immigrant founder, and 70% of immigrant founders at top US-based AI startups first came to the US on student visas.
H1B right now is kind of a lottery, so you don't get to pick who gets it. I think some people should have it more because they're more valuable to the company rather than the rest of the employees.
I am dealing with the H1B issues right now, and I am so frustrated with how the systems are currently in US about cutting the immigration of talent. I think there are better rules around it, there are better ways around it. Currently, you just get like a minimum amount of time that is for 3 years. If you go and get a job in middle, most of the companies require like 2 H1B tries, or they require like minimum 24 months on your visa to be there. I think those are really restricting parameters. Even though we are immigrated, doesn't mean that we should be restricted in any sense. There are chances that we create opportunities for other people. Like most of the immigrants have a lot of startups here, and so that creates like opportunities for people in America. So them thinking that we are being competitive, maybe that is not true.
At the end of the day, the AGI House attendees presented on the AI tools they had built that day. And what they did build was amazing. One group came up with the Chrome extension that summarized terms of acknowledgement and makes recommendations based on them, while another group built a hyper-personalized athletic coaching model with AI-generated videos that gives you specific feedback on your form. It was all a bit overwhelming, especially for someone like me whose greatest tech achievement this year was changing my home TV's input to HDMI 2. At the end of the day, we left AGI House with mixed feelings. On the one hand, everyone we met seemed smart and nice, optimistic about the future. But at the same time, none seemed to have compelling answers about whether their own companies would in fact make the world a better place. And some even seemed to shrug off the more vital questions of whether their technology might end the world. Oh well, they have bigger fish to fry, like raising their Series A. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please make sure to subscribe.